I have just reached a parenting moral dilemma. I made a promise to myself that I would never, ever, ever do this, and I've just done it. And now I don't know whether to embrace the darkness or to try and go back into the light. And I am talking about the big man in red. Now, my husband is very much for us telling the truth to our children, and we tell them that Santa exists because that's a crucial part of childhood. However, I have just gone upstairs and they have ripped their curtains down, and I was so angry while I was putting the curtains back up that rather than throttling the life out of them, I said to them that, well, I'm going to tell Santa what you've done. We'll see what he thinks. And immediately I heard, no, because we want to get presents. And I said, well, I'm going to tell him and we'll see what Santa thinks about you pulling the curtains down. And they're really, really hard to put back up again. And it's really annoying. And I kept trying to put them up and they kept falling back down again. And they're all like sniggering and I was really cross. And so I told him this. I told him that I would do this. And I heard from Isla, but I want a baby that cries. It's like, well, it's up to Santa whether or not he wants to bring you one if you're doing such naughty things like ripping mummy's curtains down. With a straight face, I said this. And she said, well, who's going to buy me presents now? I was like, well, I'm not going to buy you anything if this is what you do to my curtains. So now I'm fairly confident that they are going to go straight to sleep now. And I promised myself I would never ever use Santa as a excuse to parent my children so that I could just go, well, I'll tell Santa, you don't do that, Santa doesn't like it, you know? It's mummy doesn't like it and you blooming well don't do it because I said not to do it, you know? And I just feel like it's unfair, it's manipulative. It's very manipulative and I feel bad about it, but it's also really effective. So I'm tempted to now go online and go to that santa.com place where you can make a video of Santa speaking to your children and have him say, I've heard you've been messing around in your bedroom. You better not be doing that by the time I come. I'm like, I really want to do that because you know it will work. It will work brilliantly. Only I think it might make me a bad mum if I do that. So, opinions. I don't know whether you've ever done anything like that before. Have you got any funny stories to tell about it? Maybe you could leave me a comment below if you do. Because I am sorely tempted to use Santa as my new, way of controlling my children. But the other part of me knows that this is something I never ever wanted to do. And really, I ought not to do it because it's against how I feel. I always want them to know that Santa will always bring them presents, that Santa is the postman and he will always bring their presents, and that they are good children, but sometimes they do things that are naughty, but that's a naughty behaviour. It doesn't make them a naughty person. That's what I always try and tell them. But then tonight I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. So so I might have dropped the S-bomb, as it were, on them. So I'm not very proud of myself for that. I think I've had a bit of an epic parenting fail moment. But I know it happens a lot, and that makes me feel like it's kind of okay. Don't know. I haven't decided. It depends if they rip it down again tomorrow, I think. So anyway, that's what's been going on here tonight. And hopefully your bedtimes have gone much, much better. Ours is normally quite good. This one is... They're hyper, they're very excited today. I don't know if it's because we've had a run of bad weather and now they don't go out as much as they do normally. I normally take them out quite a lot, particularly walking the dog. And this week we've had poly kids and we've not gone anywhere, and it's just been, I think they're maybe too full of beans and they've got no way of wearing it out. I'll take them for a super long walk tomorrow. Yeah, they're going to sleep well. All right then, well, let me know what you think below.